Hey guys, quick one today, just a little demonstration of what I've been doing. So firstly, I've taken my compost bins away and I've just put everything in a big heap because I just don't have enough space, enough room in the compost bins to put all of the weeds that I'm getting. I need something more like this, which is the next door's plot. So I'm going to have a little look online. Yeah, so give that a go, because what I found with compost heaps is you can just keep piling it on and on and on, and even if you don't turn it, eventually all you've got to do is remove all the debris that didn't compost down, and you usually get to like a nice composty stuff at the bottom. So yeah, also what I've been doing is I have changed my Comfrey Tbin, and I've made it a little differently. So originally it was just this bucket and I put a mesh bag, which is this mesh bag here. You can see it's gone red with, like, I don't know if it's red algae or if it's the products of the fermentation of the stuff that was inside the bag, which was just comfrey leaves, which I've cut from several patches of comfrey that I've got. So I put them in the mesh bag, put them in the white bucket, filled it up with water. It's about 25 litres, and then I put the white lid on and left it for about 3 weeks. The problem is, firstly, it stinks really badly. Secondly, the tap doesn't really work. I think probably because you get the debris at the bottom, it kind of clogs the tap up a bit. So I couldn't really easily use it to just fill up the watering can, to then use it as liquid feed. And I couldn't, because it stinks so badly. I could take the lid off and dunk my watering can in, but it just gets everywhere and it's not very pleasant. So I've opted for a slightly different method, which I've seen online, which is not a dry method, but you don't add water essentially. So all I've done is I've taken my bucket, I found a small black pot. Well, it's probably 25 litres, 30 litre pot. It's got holes in the bottom, and I've put a little bit of mesh at the bottom of it and a brick, and then all I've done is just filled it up with comfrey and several other weeds that I found, a bit of bindweed, a bit of plantain, and then you put this, got a really heavy stone on top, put that in. It's meant to be aerobic, so I guess there's a lot of air still in there, even if I've got a lid on top. The lid's just to keep out like loads of rain. You don't want like loads of excess water. I guess it still will be aerobic, and there are air gaps down here, so yeah, it's meant to be an aerobic decomposition of the comfrey leaves, and you're meant to get like a black liquid collecting at the bottom. It won't be enough to really fill up to use the tap, but it will be, because there's not much of it. You'll get less of it, but it's more concentrated. It will be easy for me just to take out this black bucket, pour the black fertiliser into the watering can, and then use it as a liquid feed, and then I can just put the remaining stuff, like the leaves and that, from here just on the compost heap. So that's the plan. Quite excited to see if it works actually. So I'm going to leave it for a few weeks. I will quickly show you my squash. Doing really well. This is huge, this one. Got quite a few squashes. There's quite a few people I think that keep saying to me like, "Oh, you're so far ahead with your squash," but actually they grow so, once they get going, they grow so fast that, even like a week can make a huge difference. You can go from something, like this size to suddenly that size. I think it's similar with most of the cucurbit family, like gourds and squashes and courgettes and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, really cool. Melons are finally spreading out, doing well, and the watermelons are just taking it easy. They're just chilling, not really doing anything, but that's fine. Yeah, things are taking off. I'm not going to do a full tour today. Lots of flowers, lots of bees, stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there for now, but thanks for watching guys, lots of love. Lots of peace, and I'll speak to you soon.